I didn't find out the way you think. No dramatic confession.
I didn't discover it the way people imagine. There was no lipstick on a collar, no frantic late-night confession, no tearful phone call. It unfolded quietly, the way most real betrayals do, hidden within ordinary days that seem harmless from the outside. My wife and I had been married for 10 years. Not perfect years, but real ones, filled with work, bills, routines. I never believed marriage was supposed to feel like a movie. I believed in showing up, being steady, keeping promises. Even when life felt monotonous, I told myself that was love, or at least the adult version of it. Somewhere along the way, she stopped reaching for me. At first, I convinced myself it was stress. Then I told myself it was temporary. When weeks turned into months, I repeated the mantra that patience was a virtue. I cooked more, listened more, tried not to complain. I became quieter, not because I had nothing to say, but because I didn't want to make things worse. The night I found out, I wasn't looking for anything. Her phone buzzed while she was in the shower. A name appeared on the screen I didn't recognize. I didn't open the message. I didn't need to. The preview said enough. Familiar words, casual intimacy, the kind of closeness strangers don't share. I stared at the screen longer than I should have, feeling something inside settle rather than explode. No trembling, no rage, just clarity. It was as if the final piece had slid into place. Suddenly, everything made sense. The distance, the indifference, the way she spoke to me like I was part of the furniture. When she emerged from the shower, I didn't ask questions. I didn't accuse her. I looked at her and realized I already had my answers. Whatever explanation she offered wouldn't change what I felt in that moment. Respect doesn't vanish overnight, it erodes. And once it's gone, words can't bring it back. I packed a bag that night. Just the essentials. Clothes, documents, nothing sentimental. She asked where I was going. I said I needed space. She suggested we talk. I told her there was nothing left to say. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I didn't accuse her of ruining my life. I walked out the door like someone closing a chapter he had already finished reading. Silence wasn't punishment, it was self-respect. For weeks I heard nothing. No apologies, no explanations. Just the absence of someone who had left long before I did. I found a small apartment across town. I went to work. I slept better than I had in years. Not because I was happy, but because I wasn't lying to myself anymore. Then, one evening, there was a knock at my door. I wasn't expecting anyone. I opened it to see a man standing there, awkward and tense, trying to appear confident. He introduced himself by his first name. I didn't offer mine. He said he was seeing my wife. He delivered it as if expecting a reaction. Maybe anger, maybe fear. I felt neither. He said he wanted to clear the air, that he didn't want problems. He said she had chosen him as if this were news, as if he were announcing a verdict rather than revealing his own confusion. I looked at him and saw exactly what he was. A man standing in something he hadn't built, trying to convince himself it was real. I didn't insult him. I didn't threaten him. I told him the truth. She was free to make her own choices. I had already made mine. Calmly, I added that if he ever came to my door again, it wouldn't be for a conversation. There was confusion in his eyes. Perhaps he expected competition. Perhaps he assumed I would fight for something I had already let go of. He left soon after, carrying the weight of a role he didn't truly understand. That night, I realized something essential. Walking away wasn't weakness. It was the moment I refused to participate in disrespect. Betrayal doesn't always require a dramatic response. Sometimes the strongest move is choosing not to engage at all. I didn't win her back. I didn't try. I didn't seek closure from someone incapable of honesty. The silence wasn't empty. It was peaceful. And for the first time in years, it belonged to me.